Hey y'all, Ramdano here, coming at you from North Carolina. Well, last video we were on top of Little Hump Mountain, right in the middle of my section hike on the Roan Mountain Highlands. So to see how the rest of my section hike went and what we saw, stick around. All right, we're getting ready to head out. We're near the top of Roan Bald, or it's some other bald. I don't know what it is, Jane's Bald or something. But anyway, getting ready to head out. This is where the guys wound up camping here last night, my other party. So they were smart enough to get them a windbreak up here and get them a level spot, and they camped out. They've acquired trail names till something else comes up. We're gonna call them Night Blazer. Night's on the left, Blazer's on the right. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. So we got Night Blazer together. You got Night and Blazer together, Night Blazer. So there you go. We have one of the hostels indicated to us that they were dropping people off. He had about 60 people to drop off. So it's we're gonna try to get in front of that bubble. They're all going to the same place we are because that's the only place to go to. Well, there's actually two shelters, but everybody wants to go to the Over Mountain since it's so famous, and it holds about 20 to 40 people, so plus tent site. So anyway, we're getting ready to head out. We cooked us a little breakfast right down there, a little windbreak there for the stove, and we are that's what's left of Roan behind us, and we got us some water. Used their privy down there, and we are getting ready to head up that way. We'll chat with you later. Y'all ready to go, guys?
Let's get it. Yeah.
Sweet. All right, here we go. All right, so we are in Rowan Highlands, and this along with the other pictures kind of indicative of what the trail looks like. Lots of rocks. Once you come out of Carver's Gap, got to get over there somewhere before you come to the first water source. But so camel up down there. Real pretty in here with the rhododendron in bloom and whatever this. I think this is flame azalea or flame rhododendron. Or, it looks like azalea. I don't know. It's pretty cool. All right, so there was a spring just past Grassy Ridge. Bald turnoff. It was running fine. Get water out of there with a dirty water bag or something like that. But it was running fine. So good to go on that. This is the trail after we come through the balds. Not sure if we'll see balds again or not, but this is a ubiquitous green tunnel. Balds are really gorgeous with the flame azaleas and the rhododendron. I stopped and talked to a lady who the trail angel, does trail magic. She was just out hiking looking at the flame azalea, and she's telling me that it's very rare. It doesn't grow at low elevations. It's not like the same azaleas we have at lower elevations, and that people come from all over the world just to see them. So that's pretty cool. They're having a rhododendron festival this weekend, and so that dumps a lot of hikers on the trail, although I'm pretty solitary right now once you get past all the balds and peaks and stuff. Anyway, so she was enjoying it, and I'm enjoying it too. So this is what the trail looks like here. And we'll keep on pushing north toward the overnight shelter. The campsite's about 7/10 of a mile ahead. Hopefully Night Blazer will be there, and catch up. All right, chat with you later. Well, there's the big red barn we just came from not 10 minutes ago. There's where we came from. Pretty overgrown. They need to let cows roam up here again. All right, see you later, Red Barn. Over Mountain Shelter. All right, well, we're going up, getting ready. I'm getting ready to ascend Big Hump, or just Hump, I think. There is a little hump. Looks like somebody stayed up there last night, but anyhow, this is my 360. I think that's Mount Mitchell or Grandfather Mountain over there. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I think that is Grandfather Mountain. Yeah, I don't know that profile. Anyway, we're heading on up Hump Mountain. Talk to you when we get to the top. Pretty interesting rocks up here. Let's go to show you how worn down the Appalachian mountains are. That's Tennessee over yonder. Wrong again. That was not Little Hump where I was. I think this is Little Hump. Where I'm at now, I'm pretty sure that's Hump. But this is a good place for a 360 as well. Oh yeah, I see them at the top. Alright, so this is Doll Flats. Be the last trek in North Carolina if you're no-bow. Well, the first if you're so-bow, but from here on out, we'll be in Tennessee for good. Here's Hobbins, Bilbo. What? I don't know why I can't get you. Baggins. I don't know why I can't get your name right. We were at, I don't know, 5,000, 5,500 feet. Now we're probably down around 3. I don't know, but it is remarkably hotter here. Like 8 degrees hotter. There it is. And Chance Man, our night blazer, disappears into the tunnel again. Well, this section of the trail is probably the most rugged I've been on. This is a mild section right here. Section it came through before Doll Flats was nothing but rock hopping, rock dodging. Tough. So we're heading from Doll Flats down into 19E Junction eventually. And somebody down there's got some trail magic, I think, for Baggins. I don't know if he's going to have any for us, but it doesn't matter. We're good to go. But anyway, it's a pretty rugged section. Very hilly. All right, let me get back to concentrating with both hands. Talk to you in a bit. As usual, something comes up as soon as I cut video. This is weird here. Wow. This burger was another wow. We stopped there at 19E where the trail crosses the highway. Just a couple tenths of a mile down the highway is Mountain Harbor Hostel, where they had this food truck, and it was great eating. And then after Mountain Harbor Hostel and the great hamburger, we do an immediate tough ascent through very high grass. Some places you couldn't even hardly see the trail, and it was very tough going through it with the poles, and also just if it had rained, would have been soaking wet because the grass was so high. I know there's some folks that came after us and just got soaking wet because the rain, of course, was on the grass and everything. So it was tough getting up there, particularly with trekking poles. Really couldn't use them because they dragged so much in the grass. But tough ascent, no switchbacks, long ascent. It's just listed in AWOL's guide as a Jeep trail, but really wasn't much of a Jeep trail, and some places you couldn't even hardly see the trail at all. Well, coming up this long grind, I decided to take a break under that tree, but without a place to sit, they should take your pack off, which uses a lot of energy, or a rock to sit on, which there was none. It takes about as much effort to lean against a tree as it does to walk. So you might as well walk. Dang. Then your poles are useless. And this stuff, they're more of a hindrance. Trying to drag them through the grass. So you just have to throttle back and put one foot in front of the other and keep on going uphill. And hope you stay on the trail through all this mess. But occasionally you do get rewarded with a tree and a rock, although it's easier to just sit on the ground and try to remain upright on a rock. There's where I've come from, and there's where I'm going. So it's been a pretty good climb, particularly after having a giant burger from the Mountain Harbor Hostel. It's good. But like some people say, town food will kill you. I think these hills will too. Anyhow, we're going to Jones Falls for some refreshment. So, we'll get there and maybe have a swim. We'll see. Out for now. So this is Jones Falls. It's about a tenth of a mile off the trail. Highly worth it. Just leave your pack up there at the intersection with the small side trail down there. There's no real pool to go to where you could get in it. So some of us just got on the rocks there coming down from it, just laid out and got nice and refreshed. So it's real high waterfall, and it's just real pretty chance to take a break from the trail and maybe get a lunch or something. And then we moved on the trail, and we took a campsite down along Elk River. Real peaceful place down there. There's only a few campsites. The grass is really high, like in other sections, and so you just can't camp anywhere. But there was a few places that were already cut out. This is Mountaineer Falls. It's right on the trail. Matter of fact, it's a watering point. So it was real pretty as well. Not as big as Jones Falls, but pretty waterfall nonetheless. And this is Laurel Fork River. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous place with the sun rays and the beams coming through in the morning down there in the bottomlands, and plenty of place to get water. You could even get in and get a little refreshment, but this is getting on toward the last hour of our trip, and so it's a good way to end the trip on such a pretty little pristine creek down through there. Well, that pretty much wraps up this hike, folks. We hiked approximately 35 miles, gained about 7,500 foot in altitude, and lost close to 8,000 feet, 7,936 according to Guthooks. So it's a great trip, probably the most rugged trip that I've had so far this year, and probably the prettiest. All types of terrain except for flat terrain. So on my next trip, that's coming up soon, hopefully that we'll have some flat terrain. And that trip will be from Bears Den Hostel in Northern Virginia, through Harper's Ferry, through West Virginia, Maryland, and on up into Pennsylvania, up into Caledonia State Park. So tune in as I take that trip, put that trip together, and go over my preparations with you, and then take that trip. Until then, appreciate you, and we'll see you out there.